decision, didn't we?
Yeah, I changed my my answer actually. I came to my senses.
Well, I mean, it's true that as long as you're a GA, we'll always have transportation to wherever.
Right. But having our own ship opens up other opportunities.
Yeah, having a car means we don't have to take the bus.
Like that.
But it also means we might have expenses.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only reason it's like,
Gas Drake would
Yeah.
be like fucking rocking this ship thing. All we gotta go do is gotta go pick up the smuggler line. I'm gonna take it over and then.
it happens.
You mean we can't do more room breaching?
Definitely.
I'll never let me use a flashbang
No,
again.
never, ever again.
Don't ever use a flashlight again.
I can't believe that I totally forgot about my super science item last week. Yeah.
It happens. Welcome, everyone, welcome. So, who wants to do the recap of last week and all that craziness? Feels like it's been about a month for me, so...
It feels like a long time for me. I don't feel like comfortable with doing a recap.
Yeah, well, you should be able to.
I'll knock it out the park if you need me to, but...
You can do it as a group if you guys want.
Okay, we'll rock it out with all three good inspirations. I'll start off with the first thing I recall is going up this tunnel, knocking a window out, and then these people who seem to be well equipped to fight us.
And there's hostages.
Yes, very, very good point. Are not ready for our flashbang.
We have some things before that, though. We landed on the ship, and we fought the one probe that didn't have shielding, more like massacred it in the hangar before going to the cabin.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. That was late last week. That's why I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, and then these guys,
I think Killian just like two-tapped it or something.
because of
Yeah.
the flashbangs, they
It was
took
crazy.
complete ass weapons.
You got sneak attack. It's very effective.
Yes.
Yes, and then we talked we got orders to go to the bridge of...
Nah, it's the control room.
Control room. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, well, we got, after destroying the third probe that was moving around and landed here and attached itself in the hangar, then the captain contacted us. Talked to the captain. She told us to go to the control room and gave us the, code to detach it from the ship if necessary as the worst case scenario.
Right.
But please don't do that.
But we have flashbacks.
The ship was, reverting to other space, and thousands of people just got disappeared. They got Thanos snapped, basically. Just proof of existence, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. Or they ended up in a different time. Who knows? But yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then the most important part, after we
Break
broke one of
window,
them back,
flashbang.
Yeah.
SEAL Team 6 the room. Dismantled the bomb.
we brought back alive
Got power and
Capture.
everything back on. Oh yeah, he gave up because he was
Yep.
about to get tricked.
Yeah.
I mean, he was already in his room with the other two, completely eradicated.
His turn before we killed him.
Right. He'd already been severely
Successfully
injured.
implemented a hearts and minds operation and promoted peace in that room.
You followed Corbin's theories for aggressive negotiations.
They were effective. It works.
And then the most important part, she offered us upgrades or the ship.
A item or the ship.
She said
If it
gear or
was like-
ship.
That's true.
I thought it was a singular item.
No, it's for
Not necessarily.
That wasn't
But-
clarified last week.
Right. I get that was misunderstood by you, but no, it was potentially a couple items. Unknown the exact. But the thing is, the ship probably has the greater value.
Yeah. I mean, the Dax's ship will always have the greater value. But
Yeah.
Hey, worst comes to worst, we could sell it and split
Yeah,
the money.
that is the. We need this or we're gonna die. That's the only way that's happening. Dax
Part with a ship. Ever.
These are precious parts. My
Don't.
family needs it.
Yeah.
Max will be able to upgrade that ship eventually too.
Possibly.
Well,
we can find
you
the parts.
wouldn't be Dax if you didn't.
I mean, I gotta have the tools and the stuff to put on it, but yeah,
Of course, yeah.
if there's anything specialized required. But
There's lots of stuff. So we'll have to get you to. We'll have to build that ship in the other system there. And then you can start modifying it from there. If you want to make the deck plan of it, we can go over kind of the details and let you make a deck plan if you want as well. I know we had talked about letting you do that Dax G3. I don't know if you want to.
I don't remember that.
Well, you said that you'd rather go with the more in-depth ship and be able to customize it and do things to it.
That was a long time ago. Or it just feels like ages ago. I'm not sure.
Feels like it wasn't that long ago. It was this year.
I mean, there's quite a few months in this year that have passed, but
There are. You're right. But how many more years are in your past than less than half a year?
no, probably more that are in the future.
Hopefully not.
My brain hurts.
Depends on which way the wind blows.
So yeah, if you want to make the deck plan, you can, but I know you mentioned wanting to do... I think it was the Star Wars 5e systems, you could do the ship customization stuff. So I don't know if you want to work on that tonight, or what you guys want to do on that front. Is there any other thing you want to take care of?
Messing with that tonight.
Okay. What route do you guys want to go then? Do you want to do anything else here with the caravan, or do you want to head back to GA? Do you want to head off in some random direction? What are you thinking?
I definitely not going in a random direction. We gotta report what he found. Not going AWOL. No, not happening.
Don't really have control of it much because I'm just stuck in the cargo bay. So wherever I'm cargo right now. So wherever you take me, whatever.
Oh yeah, the scanners. That's what you go.
You're in the main ship right now.
Yeah, I don't think I can control the ship through getting into the systems.
And you could potentially widen the halls so that you could at least squeeze through and stuff. The exact size wasn't there.
we'll get upgrades to the ship eventually. We could, figure something out. I'll just be cargo.
This is an idea. I watched some of y'all's y'all are goats streams, and everybody has video themselves. Is anybody opposed to doing that?
I don't have a camera.
Okay, that's one. All right.
Honestly, it's a little more stressful too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want to be on video?
Not particularly, but I will to promote the stream. I mean, I'm not the best looking guy in the world,
I'm sure there are at least some questions for the mysterious captain lady, but I can't think of what the hell they were at the moment.
If you don't have any, that's fine. If no one else speaks, that means they don't.
We didn't even tell her.
AJ, didn't you have something? Because she knew way too much, she knew way too much about all of us. So
We're getting ahead of ourselves here. We never collected our bounty.
Yeah, we didn't even tell her we wanted it yet.
Yeah, we did. We agreed to it when we argued with her on the bridge.
she gave us
That's right. She was supposed to give us money.
She did.
Oh, she did give us money. That's right.
It was,
she gave us
1,000 credits.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's right.
Is it right?
We each got
Pretty
1,000.
sure.
But yeah.
Was that what it was?
Well, I wrote it down, so.
Then I hope you
There's
wrote
a
it down correctly.
There seems to be a 1 added to this number. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
It was 10,000 credits.
No, I can verify the amount. I was just saying, it's an important thing to remember.
Yeah. I'm almost positive.
Yeah. No, it's more making the point that it's an important thing to remember, your own money.
I think she promised me 10,000 credits, but I'm just.
No, she didn't. She promised you 10,000 after you're dissected and sold off in parts. Who's your next of kin that you want to have it?
I kind of want the ship because it's a known quantity, and she's still some, crazy pirate convoy lady. So you want this thing you know all about, or do you want these mysterious items that could be trash? The old bait and switch.
Once we do get out, though, or onto the ship and out of range, we could probably have a long rest. Or would the travel just be our long rest?
Depending on what your travel was, potentially.
Gotcha.
We also just still have to get the other ship off the
The ship that doesn't work.
Yeah, I guess fix it. The one that's docked to the Obsidian, that one.
And yes, you were each giving 1,000 credits. So it wasn't 1,000 credits for the party. Each party member got 1,000 credits.
Yeah. Hey, I don't write down things in my character sheet often, but so I know what I have is right.
It's all good. I was just verifying for everyone because
make sure everyone has that. And I guess we have a ship now.
I guess. Is that what it is?
Haroon. Jesus Christ, I was trying to remember his name because the sheet's not there anymore. He could fly back that other ship, or he could just, be confiscated by her. I don't know. However they want to play that out, or however you want to play that out.
Would you know?
No, Jax wouldn't know. I mean, I could fix the ship real fast beforehand, or he could stay with it until it's fixed and he can fly it back. That's fine with me too.
I mean, I will apply.
As long as the Galactic Academy ship goes back to the Galactic Academy, I'm fine.
I will apply reasonable. Who plays on me? D3PO. I mean, he showed a picture. I was picturing a guy like kind of like Warhammer-ish, with like an arc helmet, kind of meeting up at his shoulder blade, and then he shows a picture of his idea of his character, and it's just a mean C-3PO.
I was
Interesting
mostly just
take.
cracking a joke.
Excuse me?
I was just cracking a joke.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about sticking a robot in the back, take the professor in the back and hook him up to the hyperdrive. So he's a really jacked C-3PO.
Okay, that's what that joke was about. I saw
Yeah,
the
he was talking
picture of,
about
like,
H8.
Yeah.
I just saw a picture of like C-3PO with his like gnarling, like growling at somebody or something, and that's. But I hadn't been here in a month, so
Yeah, well, luckily that's over with. Successfully. Which is also important.
Yep. Okay, let's move on. Enough of my silliness.
So, what now? What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
Well, I mean, how good condition is our ship in?
It's actually better than it was when you first got it.
Well, okay, but is it like, are we talking like fresh tires on a beater better than it was, or runs good?
Runs good.
I
It's
had
just
some pretty good rolls when we were fixing it, so
it runs well, just like the Millennium Falcon runs well. It's just not, a brand new fancy ship. It's a slightly very dated fancy ship.
In my
It's a
opinion,
classic.
I think we should run a few easy missions that involve ships to upgrade the ship back to premier condition.
You're assuming you can get that far. You can
Well,
never make it back all the way,
first-
right? Because it's aged. You'd have to unage it.
I'm just
Do
saying,
that,
we
but-
want a reliable ship. We don't want to get
Oh,
broken.
no, I get that.
If we find the technology, we might be able to do that, actually. But anyways,
Yes, hatchling Dax.
considering what's been happening around,
Yes, hatchling Dax. You de-aged to the point where Dax is a hatchling.
I'm just saying,
It'd be
just throw a
adorable.
tune-up on it, an oil change, and some new tires.
You can be the same age as your brother, Dax.
So,
I'd get a lot more years. It'd be fine. Anyways, first,
So-
Haroon and that ship, that's taken care of, right? I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do stuff with it. You can leave it if you want.
As long as it gets back to GA, I'm fine. That's all I want to happen.
Depends if he runs away with it or not.
Well, whatever. Then that's on him.
It is.
He's staying with that ship. We'll just say that.
do we know if this is the entire caravan or if it's just one section of it?
You don't.
So there could be other fleets of caravan ships?
You don't know to what size. You hadn't investigated that level of detail.
Alright, so let's leave this place, do a little jump away so we can contact GA without, interception from the caravan convoy, whatever.
How far away do you need to be for that?
I don't know.
1,500 kilometers.
Where's Gideon?
I mean, Dax probably does, but I don't right now.
Well, it depends on what equipment they have, too, for their interception capabilities.
I mean, I
Is
was digging
there
through
a-
their systems pretty well for a while.
Is there a star system nearby?
There is a few star systems, not necessarily civilized.
Well, from my time hovering around these ships, I would know most likely have a good guesstimate of their maximum range, right?
Which it had at the time, yes.
And then they're still fixing their ships anyway, so they'll probably still be sitting for a while. It's like, all right, we saved your stuff. Have fun with the repairs. Peace.
Our ship runs
I mean, that's kind of what you're saying you're going to do.
I mean, she can ask us to stay for, repairs, but it's more money.
Our ship runs on hate and fury.
But if she's not making us stay, and we have the thing that's frozen and trapped, bisected? I think it was bisected. And that we can take back with us to study, that works, that's enough for me. It could have been a lot worse.
It could. There's a whole lot of things that could happen differently.
Parts of their ships are better.
Yes, and large quantities of people are just gone.
We have dramatically reduced the resource consumption rate.
Oh no.
As well as the rate of repairs.
I'll probably just go. Never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Go for it. You should say it.
No.
I'm sure
Okay.
somebody on this ship knows where we can go get our ship outfitted and repaired up to our standards for intergalactic.
I mean, it should be good enough to get back to the GA right now, right? Does it have the Dax Rust Bucket seal of approval?
The science vessel you have, yeah.
Cool. Alright, that's all I need to know.
It has the rust bucket seal of approval.
The science vessel with like what 3 different or 4
Yeah.
different turrets.
It's been retrofitted with stuff. It happens.
Hey, kind of like me.
Exactly.
No. Oh.
What?
What?
Nothing on your end. It opened something in the wrong way, which is I need to block the screen for a minute. Everyone viewing, I'm sorry. Give me a moment. We'll be right back. Thanks for your patience. The computer's kind of frozen up and not clearing it out, so that's the fun that we're dealing with right now. Hopefully it resolves soon and we can pick back up. Just I don't like torturing your eyes with bad view. Alright, we're back. Thanks for your patience. That was very annoying. Where were we? Right, you guys were getting ready to decide what you want to do.
We're jumping in hyperdrive, heading back to GA, and then
You're jumping in the hyperdrive? That can hurt.
Okay, how do you say it, sir?
No, it's okay. I mean, if you want to jump into the hyperdrive, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just telling you it's going to hurt.
So, did we decide that we're headed back to GA then? Or what was the general consensus?
I think that's what the consensus was.
Yeah, I mean, or at least back into range so we can transmit all of the things.
Oh, that's
And,
right.
you know,
yeah, we
talk
wanted
to them. We need to, transmit all of our findings, what happened. Hope that fearless convoy leader doesn't say anything or cause any issues with GA. I mean, we helped them out, but crap happened at the same time. Who knows? People are weird. I don't know what race she is. Who knows?
Oh, just a quick thought. Have we checked this ship for trackers?
I mean, we haven't left yet, so I mean, we can before we leave, or after we leave a little bit, we can pop them in space. I mean, there wasn't anything on it when I put it back together, right?
I mean, it's not like it was just pieces all over that you put back together. You kind of just fixed up the ship. It was there.
Yeah,
Just needed some
before we
pieces
take
put
off
back
with
together.
It, I'll give it a once-over on the outside. Do an investigate the outside of the ship to make sure there's nothing weird. Look
Roll
at the
an
science
investigation.
tools. Come on. Really? Really?
I would also like to check the chip.
It's so... Well, I can't math right now. Holy crap. 15, yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. But no, you didn't find anything in particular. So either there's nothing, or
Oh, jeez.
it's hidden too well.
Can we check the computer systems?
I mean, they weren't really in any position to plug us at the time, and I don't think anyone was on. Unless we see someone putting on a suit, because it's still out in the vacuum of space. We walked through the hangar shield.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So, we didn't put it in an easy spot to get to, and they're more worried about fixing all their ships right now. At least they should be.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, I'm sure we'll run into some kind of patrol that's like, hey, we're gonna do a scan on you real quick, and we'll see what happens with that. Not that it matters, because I'm pretty sure she figured out where we're from anyways.
What gives you that thought?
She knew too much. Just can't do anything about it.
Let's kill her.
I mean, I guess I could have jettisoned their control module, and then we could just bail it out with the ship, but we didn't do that. Would have left them crippled for a while.
Yeah. So let's see, what did you repair? You repaired the fuselage. The hull. You repaired the engines, and you repaired the sensors.
And the guns are functioning, so there's that too.
Mm-hmm. So you have functioning guns, functioning engines, functioning hull, and functioning sensors. Everything else is debatable.
I mean, I give it a once over while we're still here, but and then she might start charging us for parts.
Okay, so are we ready to embark?
I mean, I guess so. Well, yeah, let's head out and then do a quick scan of everything, make sure there's no more before we leave.
Okay, so you want to go and scan. Are you just leaving the caravan? Are you seeing anything? What?
No, it's scanning the caravan to make sure there's no, leftovers before we completely leave.
No, I got
Because,
that.
I
don't know if
and
you're...
then from there on, we'll head back to basically the same path our other ship followed.
I don't know if you're going to talk with her anymore, if you are going to see about getting dropped off somewhere else, or what. Keep in mind you guys had traveled for a few days, so back to where you were is...
I didn't think about that.
Oh yeah, I did. That is a thing, isn't it? We weren't stationary. We were in a caravan. Uh-huh. Man, I should have just let you do it. That would have been funny. Takes you 3 months to get back there. What? If you speak with her about wanting to depart the caravan, she might have some sort of deal to make with you. We're willing to give you some aid in doing so in a safer manner. Or you can try to do it on your own and hope for the best.
Yeah, I'll just tell her she's unable to treat my toe fungus and we need to move on.
I think your toe fungus has spread to your whole body.
Yeah, I was gonna say. She probably looks at you weird and is like, "You make no sense, fungus."
But I'm the fungus among us.
Anyways, you guys can deal with her. I don't like her enough. I'm going to look at the ship. Probably move it into the hangar if we're going to be here for a while.
Well, she
And
did
then work
find
on
the
fixing
ship,
it.
and she did find this other stuff, so keep in mind she may know some things that are useful to you or could help you. Depending on how you
They can
play your
relay it
cards.
to me while I work on the ship. I'm not a talker.
I didn't say you were.
I've just been forced to talk to them.
My vote is that we just go.
The problem is H8 is our biggest talker right now. You know, for whatever that's worth.
H8 talks wonderfully.
But I mean, I'm not a great talker when I want. I'm only a talker when I'm making fun of someone else. Meat bags.
I totally did not intentionally make a character opposite of H8. That was totally based
Intentional?
on life. Intentional. Great words, great words said by the old sage, like my intention was never to like fight H8, like I just
You just
happened
decide to
make
create his antithesis.
exactly.
So yeah, no, if you guys wanted to talk to her at all before you decided to apparently jump ship and spend however long to get back to where you were, go for it. Let me know what you want to do.
Well, I'd still like to ask her anything she knows about where I came from.
Now's the time.
Well, I ask her if she knows. Can you tell me anything about the planet that I came from?
She informs you that she had a companion of that species once, and that's where she learned it from and learned about it, and that was long ago, and that she had learned there was a schism on their planet and kind of some of those basics.
Pretty much everything I already know. Well, no, I guess not.
Did H.A. remember that, or does ISO remember that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think, like, because he just knows everything about her. He doesn't really know about the schism or anything.
Right.
True.
So the schism and stuff, he's like, oh, well, maybe that's why I was retrofitted, he can make those connections now.
Yeah, okay.
But no, he didn't know the schism before, because if you remember, he was not sentient during that.
That's true.
So the memories are going to be not really there for that. So he's like, oh, so that started my alteration, and then she completed it by making me this.
Yeah.
Because you remember that you were, construction, and then fighting, and then guard, but you didn't understand the first two because you weren't there, like you weren't aware.
Right.
When you became aware, you were a guard, and you protected her. She was important.
Am I
I'm
wrong?
kind of like in my own little head now as H8.
Am I wrong to feel like AJ has got like some bikini fantasies or something going on?
No.
You are wrong. Yes.
That's not metallic enough.
H8 has no fantasies because he doesn't have a sexual presence.
Well, I wouldn't say you don't have any
Can
fantasies
we
necessarily.
fly
You
back
just
to
don't have
Japan
any
now?
of those sort of fantasies. You have fantasies of possibly smashing meat bags.
Okay, I'm gonna fly the ship.
The ship can be flown. Did Dax want to do anything with it before you guys take off? Did you guys want to do any other talking or get any other plans?
I just want to establish myself as the #1 science officer. I have expertise in science, agent intelligence. I think that I'd be an excellent science officer with G3 being the mechanical officer and also probably the pilot. And I just want to establish myself as what my capabilities are doing to benefit our group. That's all I got. Don't ever speak at one time.
If you guys are talking about that, there is what they call deployments that come into play that basically take the stations you guys had before, but have more options available. And we can look at going that route. The other thing that you could do is potentially request or see if you can hire any additional assets to fill in positions that you guys can't fill. Or you can go without them and hope you get them before you need them.
Say we get them now, we just pitch them a little bit of our salary, and then we have them. We know when we need them.
Well, you'd have to negotiate with someone since you're still at the caravan. You can't just recruit from Galactic Academy yet.
I'm not sure I'm the guy to do that because my threats usually end in I will suck your soul dry from your corpse. And
Well, that's why I was mentioning it to the group, not just you.
yeah, I was just offering in my my 2 cents, you know, like.
Dax, are we space worthy? Dax?
Apparently we lost Axe.
P3?
G3's unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna spacewalk out there and bring the ship inside so we can get moving.
So you would be able to clear space for it to land first, and then yes, you can spacewalk out there and land it.
Well, can I fly close enough to get the hatch at the back open so people can just get on?
I mean, you could do that. It wouldn't take that long to move stuff around in there. It just... time sensitivity, you wouldn't have time to do it now that it's not like time sensitive, since you don't have, temporal fluctuations happening. No, you have enough time, you can move stuff around and land.
Okay, well, we'll do that then.
That's what I was saying, like, you have time now that you can't do that.
I'm good at moving things around.
Are we gonna bring G3's corpse with us? Because he's unresponsive. I still think we should bring him with us in case he wakes up.
Dax is probably already on the ship, fiddling with things.
Great.
Yeah, so I'll move the stuff. You go get the ship.
Okay, I will don my suit and go out there to do that.
Yeah, way out of my wheelhouse.
Back. Sorry, I sent that message and I
Yep.
went to the bathroom because I wasn't sure if I was going to throw up or not.
No, I get that, and I was about to say what you wrote, because I saw it and was just finished reading it. So, yeah, Dax is on the ship and verified it's space-worthy and seen what he can do, and then going to do additional repairs later. As you put in your message, you see the value in staying with them until you can actually get to some better hyperlane positioning or something like that. So, do you guys want to do anything particular, or
The good thing is that with the rat problem on the ships, I think my character is well adapted to catching rats and using their bio juice, to boost mine. you know, and maybe make a little extract or two for the botanicals or the I'm sorry, I can't think of the word. The word I can't help H8. You know, I can't do anything for him. But for the rest of us, I would like to think that because of the previous life forms,
You have medical expert skill, don't you? Yeah, you have medicine.
Yeah, science. Yeah.
Well, you have science, but you also have medicine.
Yeah.
Medicine is for actually healing organics. Science is for doing scientific things, and typically a science officer and medical officer are closely connected.
But I just want to take advantage of this time to try to, you know, boost our recovery. You know, if needed. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah.
So,
that's all I want to say.
If you guys want to, you can probably work on the ship while you're here with the convoy and get access off, since, you know, she's probably willing to do that for you if you want to negotiate it. Where you want to go is something you would need to say, and then how close to that destination you get can be discussed. Sorry, I couldn't hit mute quickly enough.
It's no problem, man. I have the hiccups so bad right now.
So,
it's embarrassing, you know.
What do you guys want to do on that? Killian had to drop because he has to run an emergency errand sort of thing that he has to go take care of now. You guys want to stick?
Just go through Killian's stuff.
Go through his stuff. So you're gonna go through his gear?
Of course not. I was just joking. I was just making it funny.
I mean, your sheet's right there if you really want to look at it.
No,
but that's not on topic. You know, we're talking about, do you want to stick with the convoy or not? And is there anything particular you want to do to bolster your position in an attempt to get to a certain destination or not?
This is my plan. I want to run this by the crew. Whenever everybody's about to run through hyperspace, I want to peel off at the last minute, and then let us explore this solar system, this galaxy. You know, let us explore what we may be missing, because I don't want to jump into hyperspace with the rest of these guys that are on a mission. You know, I want us to do our own thing. I'm sorry about my hiccups. I can't help.
Well, keep in mind the larger ships have better hyperdrives that can get you to your destination faster.
Well, I
so
said my piece.
If you're trying, well, I'm just saying, if you want to stay and explore, you can. You're not in a very civilized portion of space right now.
How does anybody else feel about it? H8, G3?
I mean, I already said what I wanted to do.
You want to stick with the caravan until you get to somewhere? Is there a particular...
There's like a hyperlane or jump point, something that we can take back to, you know, our space.
Technically, you could do that from here. It's just how long it'll take.
Right, well...
If you want to request a certain destination or something, you could ask.
On the way back? Cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, if you want to stay docked on the Axiom, request to stay docked on the Axiom and use the, you know, boneyard for parts again, then you could potentially request doing that.
I mean, yeah, and then once I'm done with the ship, I don't know how long it will take us to get to the next hyperlane area or whatever, but we can also help them repair their ships while we're here, because we might as well. At least until we get to.
I was thinking, knowing Dax, he probably would split his time half and half, understanding the value of, negotiations and helping everyone's ship be in good condition, but also liking his own hobby.
Ship, so he's happy.
Right.
Yeah, and I have no opposition to this train of thought, and
Okay.
like the way it works.
I mean, plus, then they have the best janitor possible.
He is a really good janitor, unless it's non-organic. Unless it's non-organic materials.
Well, that's why you sweep it under the rug. And just eat everything else. That stuff can get tossed into an airlock or whatever.
Trash compactor. Turn off the garbage compactors on the detention level.
Yeah, they're really sloshy.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what happens when you don't have proper moisture collection. So, is there anything particular you guys want to do on the ship? Did you want to talk to anyone else in the convoy? Is there anything particular you want to shop for, look for, try to make connections, build better rapport with her, find out why and how she knows things? Maybe.
I mean, I'd like to ask her what she was going to give us other than the ship.
She was.
But that's me out of character, so.
Okay. In character,
Yeah.
would you ask her?
I mean, she already told me everything I need to know.
Okay. Dax, you do know they have.
She already, told me at least what she's gonna tell me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she didn't hold back. She just doesn't know everything about them.
Right.
But yeah, she did mention she knew the planet, the schism.
HA's definitely getting the puzzle pieces here and there.
Yeah. He now understands his purpose and reason.
I mean, yeah, Dax would always have questions, especially about the species that we've been investigating. She doesn't mind talking to me about that, but...
She doesn't seem like she's mind talking if you would like to talk with her. Now that things have settled down, she was... After you guys completed and came back, if you notice, she was a lot more amicable and willing to converse. For some reason, when her, wards, her caravan is in danger, she's not exactly very relaxed and conversational. But now that you helped defend what she cares about, no, she was a lot more relaxed and conversational with you when you got back.
I mean, yeah, it's trying to stay focused on the mission as far as questions go.
Sure, ask away. What would you want to ask her?
I'm trying to think of Dax. Yeah, he'd probably be like, sorry for the loss of crew. I mean, we worked as fast as we could, but
yeah,
things
I would
happen.
think Dax would have empathy in that sense because
well,
of how he was
especially
brought up.
because a single breach is a massive loss of life for his people. So
They understand, yeah.
yeah,
You understand the value of ships and reliability. On that topic, they do have a lot of scrap parts, and there's some space on their convoy ships right now.
I'll investigate them, see what's going on with them, see if there's anything of value.
What?
You're doing what?
Sorry. I would investigate the extra parts that are laying around.
Well, they're extra, ship parts. That was, in the boneyard area that you guys were in before.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought they were, extra components that were in the,
No.
control room.
Yeah, no. Ship ship gear that was in the boneyard that you guys found that ship in that you got back and working.
That's not my cup of tea.
I was mentioning it because Dax might be interested in trying to make a deal with her to help his people. Because some of what the convoy has is what they need.
The problem is telling locations and setting it all up.
Well, that is an issue if you want to give a different location, or you can talk with her about, hey, you mentioned knowing something about me. What's the deal? You could find out. You could say you know someone who'd like to buy some of the spare parts. You could ask about, getting crew for her ships. There's a lot of options you can go with.
I should know, at least where some of my people are, outpost-wise.
Yeah.
The ones that are, looking for parts, right?
Yeah.
So I could direct her there to, hey, we'll probably have someone here that would definitely buy those parts off you.
Yeah.
And we could they'd most likely exchange for repairing, because you've seen how much I love repairing stuff.
I mean, that's kind of your species forte, because they need it, and so it's kind of almost become a thing that everyone has to learn and do. Just some take more to it than others.
It might be pretty widespread soon.
So yeah, whatever you want to ask her, however you want to go about it, just let me know.
Holy crap! Sorry to jump in, but I literally can hear my dog snoring.
Yeah.
Through my headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
And
I heard a noise and I was like, "What the hell?" And I had to lift one of the ears.
Do you have open ear headphones or something?
Yeah, and
no, they're closed.
What? Okay, that's a loud snoring doggo.
I was gonna say, and because mine's done that before.
He's a small dog, though. He's making a loud snore for a small
Well,
dog.
that actually makes it less surprising, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, he does have throat problems, actually.
Some of the little dogs are worse because they have the smaller airways. If they get clogged at all, or if they're in the wrong position, you get this really big... I mean, pugs are notorious for that.
Yeah, I was going to mention pugs. That's their thing, basically.
Yeah, pug's thing is being annoyingly loud.
And a mess of medical issues.
Or a basset hound. Those things are loud, too.
My dog will actually sit there, and part of what you hear with him sleeping is he'll lay there, and then he'll start dreaming or something. He'll be like, it's like, just shut up. Just shut up. But hey, enough on our dogs. Yeah, did you decide no, that's fine. It gave Dax some time to think about it, is part of why I went for it. Give him some time to think about how he wants to handle conversing with her and what he wants to negotiate for, what he's willing to start
with that is it also totally
speaking about
any thoughts that I had.
Sorry. I was hoping it would
just thinking about doggos now.
Be a side conversation that we could have while you thought about it. I apologize. That was my intent. I failed miserably.
I mean, he would go for any knowledge about the species, though. Is she aware of how old they are? Does she know of any other planets where they've seen those parts? That'd be good information to take back.
The ship parts?
The species, it's traces of them.
Roll a persuasion.
Okay. Oh, I'm screwed.
Asian, jeez.
If you want, you can use intelligence instead of charisma, because you can use your logic and reason. as to why you want to know. However, that
Why
will
would
require
you
you to
know?
divulge certain details because you're trying to be
Oh.
persuasive with details, information, instead of just personality. So, like, you'll have to mention, hey, we've encountered this species before. The more you're willing to divulge of details is probably going to reduce the difficulty. But I will let you decide how you want to
Problem
go
is, I
about
don't
it.
know if I trust her enough for that.
That's the thing. If you wanted to talk something else to find out if you trust her first, that's fine too.
We're on good terms
I'm
at the
trying
moment
to be
because we
clear
just
with
helped
options for you.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother.
I mean, if you want to start with something that's less risky, you can. If you remember what she told you already, you could ask on that, or you could ask about other things that you heard to determine if you feel she's trustworthy or not. And that may determine what you feel like doing.
It's gonna get a nat 20 now, and then just rolling at the table.
Yep.
Nope, still crap. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip over that completely. Oh.
Keep in mind you haven't requested communications access to the caravan either, so that you could try to meet up with him at a later point. If you want to try to negotiate later, you'd have to have that communication capability.
Wait, what?
What?
Dude, my brain is only like partway here today.
I know.
So,
That's why I'm trying to be helpful.
I already feel like I should just lay down.
Well, let's give it another 30-ish minutes if you're good with that. We can call it a little early tonight, but I want to at least make some progress, right? If you want to be able to communicate with her later, to try to negotiate at a later time,
I mean, I'd want to be able to pass that information on to my people.
then you can get
so
her
they
communication.
Can contact her when she's passing by.
Right. You'd need to basically get her, essentially,
Like a
her
trading
address.
agreement communique.
Yeah.
Right. Let me get them numbers. God.
Let me get those digits.
Okay, yeah, I'd be like, ask her if she's willing to trade with my people, because I can tell her which outposts nearby they'll be at, most likely anyways. If not, I can get that information to her.
Yeah.
So if she has a preferred communication method, we can get that.
She mentions the grandfather of the current leader. Is he still leading them, or is it someone else now?
Okay, so this... I'm guessing I would know this person is way past its lifetime
Oh
at this point.
yeah. You really realize she doesn't understand your lifespans as well?
That's right, because she's like something that's lived forever and a half.
For quite a while.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, for quite a while. However, you also know that she's been traveling a lot in hyperspace, in which case time passes faster out than in.
Fair enough.
So when you go back to your brother, he's probably going to be a few years older than what you actually expect.
They grow so fast.
Time dilation with fast travel.
I say no. That one, he's been out for a while. It's quite a while as far as our years are concerned. We don't live quite that long.
No, it's hard with the traveling, the time dilation thing. It can be very interesting to try to remember exactly what years and all of that.
That makes sense. not going to talk about my family in front of her. Not happening.
Because I had dealings with
say-
him a while ago at one of your outposts and supplied parts. I don't know if there's other...
I mean, yeah, well, we always have people out looking for parts, so we could probably get in touch with them. So I could definitely have seen some things that we'd be interested in.
Who's the current leader?
I don't know their name off the top of my head.
You as a
But I can
player
just
or
tell her.
your character?
Dax would know.
Yes.
Me as a player, I have no idea
Got
what
it.
the name is.
We can bypass that and say that Dax provides it or not. That I'm trying to make sure
Yeah.
it wasn't Dax trying to be
mean,
coy or something.
At this point, it's for a trade, and she's traded with us before, so
Mhm.
I'd be willing to divulge that.
Ah,
Especially since I'm not giving away the fleet info or anything.
yeah. She identifies what you say as being a family name, meaning descendant of
Right.
that one. She's like, so it returned to the family leadership. Interesting, excellent. Now, would you mind coming with me for a minute, Dax? I know there's some information you'd rather not be shared.
Sure.
She brings you back into that
H8 follows.
trap room. She's like, is he safe to know the information?
He's fine. He's been to the fleet.
Oh, okay. That's actually what I wanted to ask you about. Now, the fleet was actually located here during an emergency. Like, she brings up a galactic map and shows you a location. Are they still there, or have they moved?
I'm guessing this is a place that we've moved from
she-
a long time ago.
The emergency name she mentions is actually historical documented as where you guys had a catastrophic issue. And it is actually... she's basically talking like it was like last week, but it's ancient. It's like historical... It's like history when you were growing up that you were taught.
Oh.
Your dad was like an infant when the emergency happened. But he talks about how, like, his father and some of the others, dealt with it and were fixing it. But in history class, you learned about it as an emergency where they had catastrophic breakdown across the ships due to a solar flare, as well as some other catastrophes. And they broke the standard policies and brought in one person with some of their people in an attempt to save the fleet, and were successful at doing so. And that information isn't really shared with everyone. You're not even sure if Galactic Academy is aware of it, because it was a few years before the Galactic Academy started up dealings.
Or at least before we started dealing with them.
Correct.
Well, I'd definitely relay that. Be like, no, that's... Wow, okay, you were part of our history. That's interesting.
Now Dax really hates her.
No, it's the opposite, but yeah. It's one of those things like, that's amazing, and I definitely feel more friendly towards her now, but you still don't reveal the location of the fleet?
I didn't say you would. She didn't ask you to either, did she?
Right. No, I just let her know, or that was definitely an emergency that happened there at those coordinates. And hopefully something like that never happens again, but...
And then H8 blurts out, "How old are you?"
Time flows different when you travel fast. And let's say I had some unfortunate involvement with some things that have altered things, as well as the fact that the species that I am tends to live longer than most.
That's not an answer.
Did you get thrown back in temporal time where I got thrown forward 2 years?
Kind of. So, you guys have engaged this species that I mentioned the ship is
Unfortunately.
part of. Yeah. I tried repairing one of the ships I found of theirs, and it had a slight problem.
I don't know how that goes.
My cells are only aging about a quarter the speed that they normally would.
I wish I had that problem.
Do you, or don't you, or have you checked?
I got aged forward when a ship exploded near us. I was
Ah,
trying to fix it and could not get everything in time, so we had to bail out. And, almost got. Yeah, it was almost bad.
catastrophic failure. Okay.
Yes.
The one I actually had was a temporal implosion.
Ah,
And so it kind of made everything slow way down, and then just like things fell apart. And so I think that's the effect. At least the research I've done scientifically has shown that basically most of my cells are moving about a quarter speed. So I'm aging about a quarter of the time, and I need to consume about a quarter of the, sustenance.
depending on how you look at things, it's definitely better than the reverse.
Agreed. Have you checked your cellular level to make sure there's not any additional issues or anyone who's within the blast radius?
Nah, he was the only one that got hit.
No,
Yeah,
he
I was the only
wasn't.
one that didn't resist
He's the
it.
only one that failed to save.
Yeah. Well, we've already lost a few of them. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we had.
It was Cass, but
There's Cass.
Deke and Killian were
then-
there.
I don't think it's going to affect H8 too much, but who knows?
Correct.
That or. Well, yeah, but we found the one outpost that scanned us after that.
Mm-hmm.
So it should have found anything like that out.
If that's what they're looking for.
It did a molecular scan.
It
would've
did.
known. And I reported those scans to my people, so they'll probably look at it and let me know at some point.
Yeah. They're probably reviewing it right now.
I mean, with how much we traveled with this, that they probably already finished.
Potentially. You also don't know how long it'd take to get you the message.
right now.
Right.
Actually, as far as looking for something like that, no, we haven't. Now that I think about it,
Would you
It
like
was
me
really
to,
on the
or would
list
you
of
like
priorities
to
at the time.
rely on others for that?
Hey,
I know
I'm
what she's
just-
asking.
Hmm?
I know what she's really asking there.
You do? What is she asking?
She's asking, we could help you with that, or you have somewhere else to go to do that.
I mean, we definitely have somewhere else
I
that
mean-
can tell us.
I was going to say,
Remind
she
her
kind of already
daughter.
knows that you have some other connections.
Right. That's why.
I don't know. With how Dax is, he'd probably be like, "It's not affecting me right now. I'll check it later." We have ships to repair still. This is already an aside of luxury.
Yeah.
Having this conversation.
Well, it is an aside of luxury, but it... what'd you say, Pure?
I said, H8, your mind is a gutter.
No, not really. Dax, that is true, but you would also know the value in ensuring provision of parts for your people. So, yes, it's an aside apart from repairing the ships, but there is also the value in ensuring...
No, I definitely have that. I mean, the scans.
Yeah, the scans, no, I
he's
get that would be...
performing fine, everyone's performing fine. So as far as medical scans go,
Did you
we
put
can
that
worry
down
about
there?
that when we get
Put
on
it over.
GA.
Yeah, but we wouldn't tell her that.
No. I'd just be like, we'll probably get to that later. unless you think it'll be a problem in the immediate future. Well, it should pop up in scans when we get back.
It's up to you whether you're concerned about it or not. I just thought I'd offer assistance if you wanted.
Just debating how good their medical scans are going to be on these ships versus what GA has.
I mean, you can get scanned now and then get scanned later.
Compare the two. Cross-referencing. But
I want a
this
second
also has
opinion.
a scan of all the crazy stuff that has happened to me already,
Yeah,
which I don't like.
yeah, exactly.
Even
Yeah.
though I'm definitely more friendly towards her.
Right,
Still,
but no, that's a good call. That's a good call. That's a good call.
It's one of those. I appreciate the offer, but I'll probably worry about it a little bit later.
She takes out a necklace she's wearing that has a symbol on it. It's like, if there's anything else you need, let me know. And she hands you basically the communication code, and you see the pendant on the end of the necklace is actually a symbol of your people that basically designates someone who's been labeled as a friend by the leader of the group, and you have the feeling it's probably from...
You just really want me to do these scans right here?
No. She is saying that she's willing to continue being friendly. It's more what it means.
Right.
With your people.
I would hope so.
He's opening up to you.
So she's showing you that as I know what this symbol means is that I've had friendly dealings with your people before, and I'm willing to continue that.
Out of a crisis, I imagine she would have some long-lasting friendship.
Yeah. So.
Which is also why I immediately warmed up even before seeing that.
Right. And so she gives you the code and it's like, you can give this to your people and have them contact us about the locations, and we can look at trading. If you have one nearby with the damages we've incurred, if they actually want to send additional people there, we could use the help and in turn trade resources. In fact, we are short on some crew if any of them want to join. That's up to your discretion.
That wouldn't be my call, but we probably have some that are about ready to, venture out for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'd have to get back to communications or to where I could send a message. And I just do, like how we would normally do trades, nothing involving GA.
Mm-hmm. Understandable.
Well, business transaction lanes.
Yeah. Well, there is basically galactic communications relays that everyone assists in trying to maintain, and everyone uses. And so it's not like, a galactic communications company that does it, right?
Right.
Because they've all seen the value, so they all work together on it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I imagine we have people on outposts that take the communications, so as not to ever risk the fleet. That's how my mind is working on it. Because we don't want it to be traced at all, if possible.
Right.
So that's one of those things we got. I'll definitely send the word out, and we'll get back with you on that. But I imagine we'll probably have some help and buy some parts as well.
In about a week, we should be within another relay range.
Okay.
Within the week. Okay. So you guys get working on it. You're allowed.
I would have discussed with her the parts and all that for the ship.
And she'll let you play in the boneyard, which is basically it's basically Dax's dream come true. It's
look at all the parts.
Essentially nearly a dump of tech parts, ship parts, just piled in there. They find a, wrecked ship. They salvage any parts that look usable or salvageable at all, including like chunks of the hull that could be used to patch, and it all goes in there.
It's like home.
Yeah, except a whole hangar of just that.
We probably have a whole hauling ship full of parts.
Well, they tend to never be that full because they're being used too quickly.
I just got the picture of Dax on 2 of his tentacles and 6 arms spread out, just like spinning around in all of the junk area. Like, yes, this is my place. Do-do-do-do-do.
Yep.
Dancing in the junkyard, picking up parts.
You're gonna make it after all.
Jesus.
I mean, they say, like a fat kid in a candy store. Well, this is more like a sugar addict than a candy store. But yeah, you are able to do that. Is there anything else you want to do? For any of the 3 of you?
Actually, I think that covers it for Dax.
Okay. We can talk about mechanically what that does and stuff if you want to do that at some point. We do need to get the ship document made. Is this fun? It's a nice little fillable one that we have.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry for.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Since you said you wanted to use the 5e system, they have it. I kind of showed you guys the 3 different options.
I've only paid attention to the hyperlink book this whole time.
Really? Because we talked about it and you said that's the one you wanted.
I don't remember that.
I showed you hyperlanes, which is this style. I showed you the Star Wars 5e one, which is this one. And then I showed you, what is it called? 5th Age?
Hi there!
Hey! Thank you for that, ISO. I appreciate it.
I actually did it
No
last
power in
week
the
and
verse
totally
can
forgot to
stop
say
me.
something about it.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's a nice sheet.
That's some nice sheet. Oh.
Yeah, 5th Age is the other space one that I know of that has some good ships that I looked at and showed you guys, and you had said you kind of prefer that one. This one allows more customization. This one has the least customization, and this one is kind of the mid customization. So you said you kind of like that one.
I just noticed that Danny followed you.
Yeah. And so you mentioned kind of liking the idea of the customization that the other ones allow that the standard Hyperlanes one doesn't. Hyperlanes is kind of this short snippet. This is what you got, right? It doesn't really have guidelines for altering things, changing things at all.
That's fair.
Where the
we'd need it to be customizable, but
yeah. Well, I mean, technically you could just say you did it, but it doesn't necessarily give any mechanical aids in doing it, right? Where the Star Wars one actually has the info and then says, okay, well, you can add on different things.
But you can't add on everything, though. Like, it has, like,
Yeah. See, there's modifications in what they do. They have fixed number of hard points.
And cooling
requirements. Yeah.
Yep.
There's fixed number of
Make a
points.
computer.
Fifth Age actually has that as well, where they actually have different aspects for building a ship, right? And so you have the ship quality, the hull size, the manufacture that alters things, the hull rating that alters things, and then you distribute the hit points of the system. And then you have your subsystems, which are things that it does. So both Fifth Age and Star Wars 5e have a lot more customizable ships. And so that's kind of why I was leaning to those, if you guys were interested in actually having another character that the team works on, which is the ship itself, is essentially, its own character sheet, right?
I get that.
But that's kind of up to you guys how you feel on that. Kind of was thinking if we did Fifth Age, we'd start off with a ship like that. It's kind of what you guys have now. It'd either be fine or tiny. If we did the Star Wars 5e, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it's a lot of controllability, which is what I like about Fifth Age and Hyperlanes. I almost went with Fifth Age for our main system, but some of what they had was a little bit more non-standard 5e, and so I went with the Hyperlanes because it's a little more standard 5e.
Right.
Make it a little bit more understandable.
That's why it's simple, but it's also you can adjust the things. You'd have to just come up with more stuff. That's the problem. It'd have to be homebrew.
Exactly, and that's why I said we could do that. It's just going to take more work on your part to work with me and come up with those than it would if we go with the others, where they actually have guidelines for doing that. Like they have this whole book, right, from 5e that you can get.
Yeah, you think you have it on the
thing. Where they actually walk you through building the Millennium Falcon, right?
Oh,
step by step. Now it's not saying that's what you do. I'm just saying it shows how to build a ship step by step, and their example is building the Millennium Falcon.
All right, I'll definitely check that out. The Starships of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and so they actually talk about, hey, so you have this, right? So what do? You get this, roll for this, do this. Step 2, you go on and do the next part.
What we have right now is still the sheet you gave us.
Yeah.
So
for right now, you have just that little snippet.
Yep.
Which is
the coherence or
this.
Whatever.
Yeah, which you can rename it, relabel it, re-register it.
Yeah, we can worry about that later.
Yep.
On the day that's not today.
No, I'm not saying you have to get it all done now. I'm just saying it is a thing.
No, I just think my brain is...
Yeah, you do have deployments that they list here. And then in Fifth Age, they have a similar thing where... Where is it? I'm trying to look for it. Sorry. Fifth Age allows a lot more selection and control, but it does have a little bit higher complexity. Yeah, see, like they have all the different hyperdrive classes, what it does, how it works. Trying to find the crew. And that's that. Where is... subsystems? Where's the who's where bit? Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's on the other sheet.
Can everyone agree that we end this session with a long rest?
Okay, here you go. This is the Fifth Age ship sheet. So they basically have the different aspects and then who's assigned to it. So you guys would basically get to pick if you're there or somewhere else. And yes, you can end with the long rest because technically you'll take one to get to the next section.
Yeah. We take like a week before our next sessions, basically. So yeah.
Exactly. That's why I was saying it.
That's why I just want to get it so I can reset my skill.
Yeah.
Because we haven't in a while, so.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't needed to.
So we have
the first combat in a while, and we destroyed them.
This is the 5e fillable sheet. This is their
Yeah, I like the
fillable sheet. However, I do have a Excel one that I found before, that I kind of made before I found out about the 5e. That is available as well to kind of auto-calculate some of this stuff. But then again, it is more granular, requires a little bit more stuff. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't think I want quite that much.
Um,
when I start doing spreadsheets for it.
Well, you don't have to do spread. Oh, here we go. This is their character sheet for it. It's, I mean, very 5e based.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the same looks and, you know,
definitely
very
like
similar.
a character sheet for a player.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
This is the player character sheet version. So they changed some stuff, but very similar. And so there's a lot of similarities between this one and the Star Wars one. It just looks different. This one is less polished, you could say. And yeah, it has slightly more complexity, but it also means that granularity allows you that more level of control and customizability, right? And I think I put them both in there, so you're welcome to look at them and kind of decide what you want to go with. You're probably doing the customization stuff, Dax, since that's kind of what Dax does. Where is this it? Or is this it? Give me a moment. Let me see. One of these was Ship Manifest. That's what it was. So if we look at this is the little ship manifest thing that I made that works for it. And so you can actually fill out the stuff and a lot of it will self-populate. Like here you can actually put the photo in and then you can actually select different things and it will do it. And then you have your crew and then it breaks out all that. So some of that can be dealt with, but it still has the requirement that you actually kind of, pick your subsystems and things like that. Right. Where the other one doesn't have those.
I just want to say that I actually really, really like, wow, my brain right now.
The theme?
No, not the theme. Just spreadsheets in general. I use spreadsheets in my Gundam game that I and it's just so nice being able to put like one thing and then like three other things
populate.
Just populate, and it's just
here.
So satisfying.
So look, if I select that from your D100 roll, it automatically populates.
Yes, yeah.
What it is, awesome. The buy sell rate. Then you get to pick the tons.
And it really isn't that hard then.
They're dealing with the manifest.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
If you're moving stuff around, you are.
But you like spreadsheets so much.
But yeah, it's...
And you'd be moving most of it anyways.
No, it's... And that's the thing, like, there's pros and cons to both, right? And I totally get that. And so that's why I kind of left it up to you guys. Like this one, you can see the size of the ship says that, right? So if we change the size of the ship, it changes a number of things. the whole rating,
Hmm.
the crew size, stuff like that. And then, of course, just picking things. And so I would say to use this instead of that other character sheet, at least for the calculation and maintaining aspect, if we do 5th Age. That's the only thing I was going to show you is that, yeah, the 5th Age one isn't fillable, but I wouldn't ask you to do this one
Yeah, but if we
not
have that
being form
spreadsheet, it
fillable.
really doesn't matter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was showing you that spreadsheet, so you know I'm not asking you to use this one, right? I understand that this one's not as convenient as, this one, because this one you can just type in. So that's what I was saying. If we do go with 5th Age, I'd let you use the spreadsheet if you guys want to use it. If we go with 5e, we can use this nice fillable sheet. So either way, it's a more easily fillable than the standard not fillable one.
Right.
You want to put both of those in the drive? So maybe
I
don't tinker with it?
think they're there.
Oh. I don't remember seeing those, but
Okay, well, take a look. It's been a bit.
The sheet, starship fillable is there.
he's already there.
Okay, maybe I only put that one there because that's what you guys said you wanted to use last time. But yeah, it's, like I said, it's all up to you guys what you want to do. I'm not making a call on it because you guys will have to, make those decisions, so you'll have to be responsible.
No, I'm not
I'm
gonna be
just
responsible.
giving
I
you
can't be
the options.
responsible
Why not?
because I'm not good at being responsible. That was a play on words.
I got it. Still gonna mess with you though.
I know, you always do.
Why not, man? So yeah, just for fun, we'll say it's antiquated, and we'll give you this one, and give you green quality for now. There you go. You can start seeing how things are actually available.
What does that mean? What does crew quality green mean?
It means they're entry-level true. They don't have experience. So it's basically the experience level of the crew. How good the
Well, that's
crew
just
is.
us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
So if you
I
hire
gotcha.
people fresh who haven't been traveling, right, you're going to have green. Now, if you've got
Yeah.
Dax's, if your ship's whole crew is the same as Dax's race, due to the fact that they're always on ships, right, they would be regular experienced to start with. Green means no experience. So if you go back to,
Gotcha.
a planet,
Will our experience go up?
this is the crew experience, not your experience.
So crew is just the NPC crews, basically.
Yes.
Okay. I got
So you see, I have your
got
optimal crew 20, right?
Yeah.
So the other
Oh,
15
gotcha.
people,
Now 20 people can fit on this ship.
yeah. If we go with a
Space
tiny
is
ship,
usually-
I was imagining smaller, honestly.
if it's
Yeah,
a fine level ship, then it's 2 to 5, which means you can only have 5 people on the ship, based on this.
We have 5, and we get one more.
Now, keep in mind, tiny doesn't necessarily have to mean you have 20. It means you have space for a maximum of 20.
Right. Well, because honestly, I was thinking size-wise, like Firefly. We talked
Yeah.
about this.
But if we look
But
at
it's
what...
definitely larger than Firefly.
Well, sort of. Let's look at what it says the size tiny is, right? So you can kind of get a feel for what it means.
Say Firefly was not a big ship at all.
I mean,
No.
Firefly could have definitely held more people if it didn't have all the cargo, right?
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
So if we look
Yeah,
up and
but
we
as
look...
far as actual crew quarters go, it's like, what, 12?
Yeah.
I don't even think there was 12.
At most.
Well,
There's like 4 or 5
there was
on each. Okay, so
2
like
shuttles that could have technically acted as
Oh, yeah.
space, right?
Yeah, the
One of them
shuttles
was
too,
her.
yeah.
Then you had someone who's in the engine room. Then you had 3 cabins where Shepard and the other 2 were. And then you had
Shepard, right?
a crew cabin for Jane, a crew cabin for Mao, and then the captain's crew cabin seemed to be taken by Wash, and Zoe, right?
Right.
Right.
So if we look at the tiny class of ship versus the fine class of ship,
It's close,
Right.
but it's not.
a fighter, a shuttle, a scout ship, right? Whereas if you go with a tiny patrol boat, a launch, a frigate, a courier. A courier is kind of what I would think would fit for a Firefly, right? Potentially, actually, a light freighter, which is actually small. Now, they are saying that,
But the Firefly has no weapons.
right, which
No, it
take up
does.
space.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. The Firefly has no weapons.
Oh, that's right. He was bluffing. That's right.
Yep.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Totally forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems more of like a just
It has some
stay under the
amazing
radar.
twisty engines.
Later on, they do have one gun on it when they attract the problem,
Yeah.
but he has to be in a spacesuit to make it work.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
So
Well, that was just jerry-rigging the whole thing.
exactly, that's my point.
That's just Jade.
Oh man, I can't wait to be H8 on the outside of the ship doing something while we're in a firefight. I'm gonna love it.
So, what you definitely wouldn't have is something medium, class 4 or
No,
up.
definitely not. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I thought
Cruiser is a
20
big,
people,
big ship.
like... I didn't think our ship would be able to carry 20 already, but we do have containment.
Yeah.
Containment area as well. So,
Which means
yeah, that makes
technically the crew capacity is reduced because that space is taken by other things. Does that make sense?
sense. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
saying a
No, I
max
mean,
crew
because-
of...
Yeah, because
Right. So it was originally sized for
So-
probably had a lot more crew, but then we added guns. and
Exactly.
all that
See,
stuff.
a frigate or patrol boat that is built for combat and needs the crew will have more guns and therefore also more people to man the guns, right?
right.
So something like a frigate will have
Yeah,
the 20
so-
capacity, where something like a courier probably won't have the 20 capacity. It has more space for currying goods.
Do we have to figure out, like, when we're building this thing in the other program? Like
This
how? What?
you're talking about like the size and stuff, or what?
No, well, just like the size of the cargo bay, the size of like like everything else.
Oh, a lot of that is actually calculated when you select it here.
Oh, okay.
So like when you change the size, you'll see that the hull points change, the crew changes, what you can actually, use changes, which also does alter
Oh,
what is acceptable.
I can't see the full cargo capacity. That's why, probably, because you only have it. It's cut off
Mhm.
where it says cargo capacity.
Yeah, over here. So right now cargo capacity is 0. So
Because, yeah.
if we do
Okay,
fine,
there you go. Yeah, I couldn't see
we have to
it.
do
I'm just
quality.
curious how big of a cargo it would have. Oh, so fine wouldn't have any.
Well, hold on.
Right, you're gonna go to tiny. I was figuring you just go to tiny and.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that one was auto done or not. It's been a while since I've done it. It
Oh.
does have a lookup. Size. Something else, D3. That's the size lookup.
Yep.
$22. Okay, so it's referencing something else. Some other piece is missing to get the actual crew capacity.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I'm not sure what it is offhand, but there's some other piece missing to get the crew capacity. But yeah, these are all calculated. You can see based on mousing, going through.
Well, no, I see the the references and all that.
I don't remember why offhand because it's been a while since I've done it.
Oh, what was it? Go back onto cargo capacity. What was it? You said it was M something, right?
M45. which is here, down here. The number of cargo modules, that's what it is. So if we do that,
Okay.
yeah, there you go. So now you have cargo capacity because we gave it. Actually said it has
Where would I
cargo.
get that number from, though?
Well, that's basically
Oh, we're not. Yeah, we got
the amount of space you do in it. Okay, so it gives you hull rating, which is the number of modules or components you can add on.
Okay.
And so you can either have crew, or you can have storage, or you can have other things. So if we change this back, you will see that now you have no cargo. Well, you might have one cargo capacity on something like a frigate, right? But you're not going to have that much cargo because it's not meant for cargo. And so you'll see here, yeah.
I'm just wondering about how, because I am kind of ridden to that cargo hold comfortably. Anywhere else, I feel like I would be on my hands and knees crawling through it.
So if you only do one
hallway,
then you'll see that you have, just a 15 capacity. So that's probably what a frigate has.
Cargo is basically just actual.
Cargo is the actual tons of cargo you can have.
Oh. Okay,
where a cargo module is a section of the ship that is built for cargo. So that's how they do it in this system. Is you get a certain number of hull points or hull rating that you saw up here, based on your size, right? You have that max hull rating.
Max hull rating, I see. All right.
And then you pick what mount you want.
It's this or the Star Wars, right?
Or the 5e one, yeah. It's kind of what we were thinking.
I don't know enough about.
So I mean, this one is a little bit more granular to let you have that control about saying, yes, we are making this a cargo ship. We can only fit 5 people. Everything else is cargo. You can do that.
I mean,
the other
likes that, but that's mostly because I'm just like, I can just do deep space trading for a while.
You can, if that's what you want to do.
I'm not. No, that's not going to work with this game.
It will, because you'll still have adventures while you are doing cargo runs. Because a cargo run isn't just a cargo run.
Okay, here's the thing, though. We are going to have a new player soon as well, which would take us to 6.
Which is fine, because you could still have the crew capacity there, because you can have up to 20, right? So.
Oh, in the 20, yes.
That's why I was saying, you probably want to go with that size, is because you had the extra person, right? That's why I was saying that one. But you don't have to have that many crew cabins. So.
No, because I don't have a crew cabin. I'm just in the cargo bay.
Yeah. So you do want to have. You do want to control aspects like that in this system. It changes things when the different things you pick. Like you can pick the amount of sensor skill you want, the amount of computers, engines, weapons, communications that you want to have. So all that can be controlled in this system. Where the other one, it's more selective from what I saw. So I need to refill my water and then I'll be back and we can wrap up if you guys want to look at anything else. But my throat needs water. So I will be back in just a moment. All right.
Then we're debating which system, but I haven't looked into the details of either
Yeah.
one of them yet. So
So if we
Yeah,
look
we'll have to
at
just-
the 5e one here,
yeah,
the
I
Star
like
Wars
the
5e.
sheet, but I also like the customization of that
Yeah.
spreadsheet.
Well, that's why it said make sure
I
those
also
are in.
think
So
if we use the spreadsheet, we might spend way too much time on it.
Well, depends on how much you want to do,
while
but I
I'm
get your
fine
point.
with that, not
Um,
the whole group is.
Yeah, I clicked on the wrong one. I was like, why is it not showing me the right thing? Well, because you're on the wrong thing. Alright, so if we look back to here, we can see the building of apparently something else. Come on, where did it go? Yep. There we go. So we look here, right? They're talking about how you build it, step by step. Guide to starships. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Go away. No, I don't want that. Thank you. So they talk about you have your aspects, right? And so we'll look at their nice system of building. We'll just jump down. We talk about the difference going forward. So step one, right? We're building the Millennium Falcons. This is how you do it. So you choose deployment. So you select the number of deployments. They talk about that. And there's 5 deployments, unique tangible functions. There's only 5. Where the other one you can pick. Do you want 2 sensors, 1 sensor, 3 sensors, 4 weapons? You know, you have that control. Where this one is, you have deployments.
Oh, well, that kind of.
Well, we'll look and you'll get to see it. It's so here you see for building Millennium Falcon, piloting role the best in the galaxy, right? So choose this first rank, we spread that rank, and piloting deployment specialization. So you can specialize in deployments in this system. So he starts getting piloting deployment specialization. And talk about tactical dice, turns, relative precision. Okay. I want the actual ship sheet.
Oh, thanks, ads.
Okay, medium size starts at tier 0. So a tier 0 medium ship is Millennium Falcon. Has 5 hit dice. There we go. Yep. Tier 0 medium ship, 5 hit dice, which are d8s. Con mod +1. Has 33 hit points. 8 plus average of subsequent 4 dice. 5s. Min for average. Constitution mod for hit points. So average 33. When the Millennium Falcon goes to tier 1, it gains the following features: evasive maneuver, and you record that, and you increase the strength ability score is what they did, because you kind of level up the ship, right?
Oh.
And then they have installing modifications. You can install modifications to alter things. Modifications are in 5 categories: engines, operations, suite, universal, and weapons modifications. So it has 10 modifications that can be done, and it comes with 1 barracks at no cost. Additionally, choose a living quarter to give the crew their own rooms, and then you get a cantina, storage compartment, suite, and it brings it to 3 modifications used. And then they have cannons, and then that's up to 7 modifications when adding the guns. And then you have a hyperdrive and navicomputer, bringing it to 9 modifications. Since you actually want a hyperdrive and navicomputer, which are additional modifications. And then you have exterior protection, which gives you your 10th and final upgrade. Because you actually want to have, that protection. Tier 1 gives you 2 additional slots, so you can do hyperdrive quick start and improved computer. Which makes sense for the Millennium Falcon, right? 4, you determine its AC, its intelligence, or computer skill. Right, intelligence in this case is computer. Which, I did not mean to do that. I meant to go to this one. You'll see you have strength, dex, con for the saves, and then int. I don't see it here, so I'm not sure how they had that playing in. We'll have to look.
Might be the pilot.
Yeah. And it talks about the actual cannons that it has here. I was hoping they had a example sheet so we could see it and compare, And they're talking about deployments here.
Sorry.
What's up?
Sorry to break it up, but Danny asked if there is any place to see VODs.
Like the mods for here?
No, VODs.
VODs.
V-O-D.
Yes. They are on Twitch for a bit, and I'm trying to get them all on YouTube, but have not
I tried
got them
to
all there.
look for, a lot of them have.
They're private. The older ones are there.
Yeah.
The ones since January aren't, because I haven't been able to get them in the correct list and thumbnail and labeled.
Gotcha.
Because time. I'm very behind. So, you technically get a deployment rank that's separate from your character class in the 5e system, in the Star Wars 5e system.
Now, we'll talk about this off stream, actually.
So it's talking about the different positions, right? You have coordinator, gunner, mechanic, operations, and pilot.
What is operations, though?
Use ship systems to interface and disable enemy.
Oh, I guess I could work as that.
Mechanic controls the functionality of the ship itself, including the ability to make repairs. Gunners control weapons. Coordinator provides motivation to the crew, basically like a captain, right? And the pilot is the pilot, controls movement of the ship.
One of those
No,
whatsoever.
that is a problem. No one wants to play the face. Maybe the captain will be the new guy coming in or something.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Actually, that that kind of tracks, actually.
I mean, wouldn't that make sense?
I don't know how he's going to play it, but with what I know about his character so far...
I don't know anything about his character so far. He's not even talked to me, and I haven't even seen him join the Discord yet.
No, I know, because we're not ready yet.
He could still join the Discord so he can be in the group.
I know. He doesn't... Yeah, he's actually busy tonight. I was just talking to him. Obviously, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
But he's busy right now.
All right. Building a ship. Here we go. Yeah, so they have tiny, small, medium.
Sorry to say, stop you again. But tomorrow my brother's coming over, and I'm gonna go pick him up as well, and we'll probably get all of his sheet done tomorrow.
Okay. So if we do this, stop. I don't care about your dumb thing. Next to this.
Oh my God. The amount of things you have open right now is just hurting me.
You don't even know the half of it.
No, I know. I got ADD, or not ADD. I got OCD when it comes to my computer. And the way everything looks and what was on and what.
I torture my system. But that's not the point that we're here. So what we're doing here is we're comparing the different size, right? So you have your size construction. You see min workforce 3, theirs is 2. Other than that, it's very similar. And they have tiny, which is 5, which meets their small, which is 5. 16, 10, 50, 100.
Okay, so you're saying
150,
basically
300, 600.
either we can actually build out our ship bigger and have a bunch of NPC crew, or get new ships that are bigger and have a lot of NPC.
Technically, you're
crew.
probably not going to make your existing ship bigger.
That's what I expect.
You're going to exchange your ship and get a bigger ship if you want to get a bigger ship.
Right.
So,
That's
basically,
right.
Nonsense. You just take the front of this one and slap on the ass of a different one, and it'll work out just fine.
there is a Star Wars ship that is essentially that.
No.
That I was actually considering doing for a home game with my wife before we had kids and didn't have time. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Basically, this is the part of the ship that stays the same. And this is just a cargo container that can be put as whatever you want, that can change size. And so it's called the Wayfarer class. And the funny thing is you have some that have this little dinky small thing, right? And others have this big one, and then others have gigantic one, and then others have even bigger ones that are just like stupid absurd. So there is grounds in the Star Wars one for that.
I mean, I would kind of like a little more of a sleek and sexy type ship, but you know.
Well, I mean, if you're just saying you're adding it on, but no, I kind of figured you would have this ship as kind of your introduction to the galaxy, right? And then later on, when you save up more, you guys can go shopping at the shipyard and try to get a new one. Now, you probably aren't going to build a brand new one and pay full price. You're probably going to look for a used one, which is going to wind up in a similar situation to this one.
Yeah,
Or a way to get one.
You what?
Yeah, I'm not just gonna build the next one too.
I mean, depends on your amount of time.
On the back of our current ship.
So
As long as the cargo bay has enough room for me to comfortably stand.
Yeah, I'll eventually fill it up with ship parts, and you'll just be stuck in there.
well, here you go. The time and days to build the starship, like 5e, Star Wars 5e actually gives you rules on how long it actually takes to build, right? So, for instance, a small ship with a workforce of 5 will take 20 days. A huge ship with a workforce of 1,000, however, will take 200 days.
Wait, a small ship would only take how many days?
A small ship takes 20 days.
Oh, 20. Oh, okay. Well, now
For 5 people working full time.
It's not bad, but I've been actually thinking about how time has passed in game, and I'm thinking, unless, oh no, that would be worse. Never mind. I was gonna say unless we build it while we're in hyperspace, but that's not gonna work out either.
Dang it, I'm thinking about those medical scans now. I just popped in my head. Most of GA doesn't know about that stuff. Dang it.
What stuff?
Anything about the planet or the species or what would be happening. So we'd have to go back to where the professor is to get the scans done.
You know.
I'm sure there's someone high up enough at the landing spot.
I'm thinking though, here's the thing, I'm thinking the only thing that she could find out is that you're one of the special cephalopods.
Yeah, I'm not worried about me, but everyone else. So Dax is fine with it. He just doesn't think it's a priority at the moment. Now getting it to happen with everyone else though.
You and your telekinetic abilities. Though again, on the other hand, she has been very friendly and forthcoming ever since we helped her.
I mean, she wasn't in bed beforehand. He was just skeptical. Right. Healthy dose of paranoia just due to the
Well,
species.
you know, I still never got an answer to how old she was. I asked a direct question, and she kind of
She doesn't know. She'd have to figure it out. It's math.
Well, she also doesn't know what like time period it really is right now either.
I'm sure.
I mean, she does, yeah, but like,
Anytime they dock or anything, they'd find out and update everything. But
well, no, she didn't know that the fight was over. That bad, not fight, but thing with your right?
right. Well, she's probably didn't have just because she helped us doesn't mean she has an in-depth knowledge of all of our
Yeah,
species.
she knew
Right,
the
right,
emergency was dealt with. She helped deal with that emergency. She then left to let you, have your privacy and not draw attention.
Right. I was skeptical because most people don't even know that much. That's why it threw me off at the start when we first got here.
Which was legitimate reason to make you skeptical because you didn't know she was involved in that. She didn't divulge more, as you found out at the time, because she wanted to make sure that things were not gonna, devolve.
Blow her stuff up.
Right.
I can fix stuff just as easily as destroy it, so when it comes to ships, I am sure I can be pretty good at dismantling them too.
I mean, you've already done that once.
They don't know that. Well, she probably does, but they don't need to know that.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Both these systems have pros and cons. This one has the modifications that they just give you rules to, slap on alterations. This one has the ability to, control your different parts of it. It's all a matter of which one you like better and feel like going with.
Again, there's only one mechanic on the ship.
Well, until we hire another one, but that'd probably yell at him a lot.
Yeah, you'll just be telling him what to do because he's gonna be way worse than you.
There might be a lot of like, "What are you doing?" No, stop that. Tentacle slaps.
Slap the hand. I'll do it. Fine.
But you can see like they had some rules for what they get here for different size. 5e has Star Wars 5e. When I say 5e, has the rules for what the different size does too. And it's just a matter of, do you like the granularity of getting able to select a manufacturer and select a size and select each component that builds up the ship to customize it, or do you rather have a cookie cutter and then trap on?
Yeah, a set type or a Build-A-Bear.
Kind of. The 5e one has modifications you can add on afterwards to change things. Like they have, the hard points, right? The fixed points, modification points that you can have on it. Where this one is, you have a number of points you use for whatever you want. So by default, it is a non-cookie cutter versus semi-cookie cutter.
The responsibility to decide this between these two. To my mechanic, of course.
Yeah, well, he's the one who said he was interested in going with one of these because he saw the value in not just going with the total cookie cutter version that is hyperlanes. Now, I'm not dissing hyperlanes.
Okay.
I'm not dissing hyperlanes. They made it easy, but hyperlanes doesn't really give you
the option
guidelines for building a custom ship. Their view of building a custom ship is just pick your stuff and do it.
I can help in any way I can. Like
where
talking to you about it.
This one is
BSing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I do want it to be more of a.
G3's like, no, I'm gonna go read or something.
I want it to be a group thing, right? Like, it doesn't have to be online during game session that we do it, but offline when you guys have time, shoot messages back and forth, build up the ship, and have it, where you guys have this shared character essentially. And that's why I found these two probably being better systems, because you can
basically what I was kind of
pick
saying
more.
was like,
Yeah.
you don't have to do it all alone.
Yeah. He shouldn't do it all alone, because if he does it all alone, well, then you guys may be less happy about how something is. Well, I wanted to have more cargo, or I wanted to have more crew cabins, or I think we should have more. No, I'm just saying, if you're not part of it, then you don't get that ability to have that control, right? And so I see the value in having you guys actually partake in it for that reason. And here we actually get the modifications. Prerequisites, modding time.
What's that actually? Wow.
What?
No. Oh, hold on. No. What? Sorry, I'm confused about my charger right now for my batteries.
So they have different boarding harpoons and fuel converters and emergency generators and stuff like that you can add on the Star Wars one, and they all have different requirements and things to do, right? But they're all very much what you'd expect from a Star Wars system. The Fifth Age one is a little more basic in that regard, where they don't just say modify whatever you want, here's a bunch of mods, right? They give you more control from a base level of, you get to pick how many points you wanted to put into weapons, how many you want to put into engineering, how many you want to put into computers and sensors and those aspects.
I mean, so really, G3, what do you think? Do you want to go more detailed and customizable, or do you want to have an easier, just kind of straightforward go at it?
And he may need to look at them and decide which one he likes the flavor of better.
He's definitely going to.
And that's kind of what
just
I'm
not
doing
tonight.
Time.
Oh, you actually are, okay.
Yeah, but it's still more than just me and you. We need to talk with the other people.
Right.
Because they may not want 20, 30 days of downtime to mess with the ship.
Let's do this. Here we go. I'm going to type a little message in the chat.
Here you go.
Everyone.
So we were talking about the systems, right? Well, you get your whole subsystems here, which is basically the modifications. And it shows you what they do. And for crew and cargo, it tells you how much each slot gives right here.
I downloaded all the Fifth Age stuff I could find.
Okay.
Those are not in the drive yet.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I had put them all there.
No, that's fine.
No, it's not okay, actually. No, it's not okay.
Hey, they're both free. They're both free. You can easily get them. You don't have to pay.
Yeah, that's nice.
By the way, I just looked at my level 7 archetype feature, and you might have made a mistake giving me the Legionary custom or homebrew.
No, it'll be fine.
Archetype.
Why do you say that?
I'm looking at everything I could do at that point. I'm just like, oh wow, I got a lot of ideas.
Will usually be able to do that type of stuff.
No, I know. I gotta think about our next, because as soon as we come into contact with GA servers, we're gonna have a lot of information.
Just uploading info.
Yeah. Well, not me, her.
Yeah, it still gets processed through you a lot, doesn't it?
I don't know how integrated my system.
I love that.
No, well, I don't know how integrated is she into me.
scans everything
Like,
you
do I-
see. That's all.
Yeah, but do I just power her, or is she integrated into my systems? That's the question.
That is a question.
Oh, you fire truck head.
Oh man, so easy to
that's
sidestep.
Great.
No, I love it because he does it
No,
whether it
the
is a thing or not.
cursing, that was the
Oh,
best
yeah.
part of that.
I remember, like, I literally got the F out, and I was like, oh wait, stream's still on.
But yeah, take a look at it. Let me know which one you guys want to go with. They both are good. I like both of these systems.
I'm literally stepping back because I don't know or care. OOC or character. So.
Yeah. I like these two because they allow you to control the ship more over the hyperlanes one. The hyperlanes one, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just the control has to be a lot more custom homebrewed, right? Where the others give you kind of guidelines on how to do it.
Star Wars is that it only has the 5 spots.
Yeah.
But I haven't looked in depth into it either, so I don't know if that's... As long as it can sell more than one gunner, it should be fine.
I think so. Let's look.
Well, yeah, because we have how many guns, so...
Right, we already have 2 or 3, so... I know we have at least 2.
I know we have at least 3.
We have 4.
Hey, G3, just can you edit that with an at everyone, just so they definitely get it?
I'm not going to do an at everyone, but I can do an at here.
Oh, isn't that everyone throughout the entire server?
Yeah, at here is just this channel.
You should be able to do sci-fi, but
Or at Sci-Fi?
yeah, there should be a sci-fi group, sci-fi players.
Yeah, that works too.
I make a roll for whatever game it is, so that we can easily ping you guys by using that.
Oh, I'm smart.
Yeah.
So that one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an at though.
No.
No, that's a hashtag.
Nah, whatever. I'll just keep it as that here, and everyone's gonna be like, "Why is there 3 pings?"
It's like, I got it, I saw it.
Piss you all off. That's why. Not being here.
I'm actually surprised Cindy didn't show up.
When you do it that way, that's how it looks.
I
Oh.
don't know if we have that.
At Sci-Fi
That's not an
player.
option for us. So that's because you're admin that you can do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to
Yeah.
fiddle with what rules
It
and
is.
permissions to
Yep.
give. I thought it let you guys do it when you were part of
I
it.
just read it though. Look at G3's message. That's funny.
Hey, it worked. And I don't know if everyone is actually the whole server.
Everyone is the whole server, yeah.
Notify everyone who has permissions to view this channel.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I'll
Oh.
change it then.
Hey, yay! I was correct in a way.
Notify everyone online who has permission to view the channel. Here is only those online. Everyone is everyone, whether they're online or not.
Okay, I see.
So yeah, here is just covers those online. Everyone does everyone offline or online, which is basically the same thing the sci-fi one does.
And yeah, you're at Sci-Fi player.
But
It definitely is.
I thought you guys had that. Apparently not. So I'll have to.
We don't.
It's fine.
You know. Part of why I make it so if I say something in like general channel, to you guys, you'll be able to, know the group there as well. Not that I do that often or anything, but
Your taskbar gives me anxiety.
my taskbar. You don't like this nice long list?
That's a lot of things on the taskbar.
No,
actually.
I don't like it at all.
I know exactly what they all are. It's very quick, and that's why I like it.
No, it doesn't matter. Oh, there's too many.
No, it's not. I could remove
Again, I have
2 of them.
I have.
You should get rid of that weather thing because it's not worth the CPU uses.
Yeah, I need to disable that. I haven't. It's like, where is the
The
disable?
search bar, the news and interest. Yeah, let's turn it all off. It's toolbars, I think. Right click, search, hidden.
New.
Interest, turn off.
Show search box.
Why do you need 7-zip on your taskbar?
Actually, there's a reason for that. There is a reason for that.
What?
It won't actually find it when you try to search it here. So I put it here so I could easily open it to actually do things.
Why are you opening it?
Because to zip
From the
files, you have to do it that way because it's not registered correctly with Windows for some reason.
No, I'm just asking. What are you zipping files for?
Lots of things, depending.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm asking about. Like, I don't
A lot
know
of things.
anyone who's not a pirate who doesn't zip things.
I use 7-zip for mods all the time.
Yeah.
My uploads.
No, but you have upload. Okay, well, okay. Well, if you're uploading
I'm
mods,
still
okay.
checking for MechWarrior 5 stuff. I still get messages here and there. Even though I haven't actually played the game in quite a while.
Making mods is one thing.
Yeah,
Obviously, because when you get a mod, usually you can just
bar where I can just add the zip or compress to a zip or a .7z.
So you're making mods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Okay.
updating existing ones is more accurate.
Okay. That makes sense to me. All right. Because I've never made anything
Zip
like that.
and throw it on Nexus.
Basically,
Technically, that takes
anytime I have anything zipped, it's like I'm downloading it, and then I can just double click on it, and then it just
Well, someone has to turn them into a zip before you can download them.
I get that. My first reaction was like 7-zip. Why would you need to go into that?
It is not doing that.
Why
Okay,
is
that's
that
what I
running?
thought. I don't need that one. What?
Adobe, what was it? Acrobat? Why do you have
This?
Acrobat running?
Because of the PDFs we have open.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh wow, that was
Thinking of something else.
that was a dumb.
Thinking of the ye old Flash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's
Flash
what it
does
was.
not work anymore, sir.
I think that's what it was.
Oh, technically it does if you get the right player, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's always
still
something for
works,
something.
but-
the official Flash does not work anymore.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Okay, so I'm guessing. Oh yeah, VLC is obviously the music. Okay.
Why
I'm
is
sorry.
that?
I'm like
That's all good. It's just, it takes
but
time, and
it's interesting.
I don't tend to have all that much time, so I hadn't bothered.
Okay. What about the
I'm gonna head out
Xbox
for
app?
tonight.
But,
Flop on my bed for a little bit or something.
alright,
I'm
man.
not sure yet.
Take care. Pure, did you have any input on which ship system to go with, or you don't care?
I'm not sure if he's fallen asleep yet or not.
He hasn't talked, so I'm sure. All right, guys. I guess we'll just. Thanks for watching.
Oh, you asked about ship crew experience. Here you go. It actually gives a bonus to what they do. They get a -1 on what they do,
Cool.
but as they go up, they expect better pay.
What does shares mean, though?
The share in the profit.
Wait.
So as the
8%? Is
veteran
that a
mechanic-
percent, or is that like a?
No, it's not a percent. It's amount of shares.
Like, you have shares that this mission will give you this many shares total.
Oh,
Well,
so
no.
We have
Break up
5
that
people.
way.
We have 5 people. So that we all have. Wait, not 40 shares.
You're making it
5
more
people.
complicated.
Well, okay, how is it then?
Let me open it here. Oh, actually, I'll open this one because it has a already built. No, that one's not already built. Well, this is a different shipbuilder one, but it still shows the info, right? I think they had shares on this one. I could be wrong.
I'm getting out of this.
No, they don't have shares on this one. Right. That's part of why I made my own. Because they didn't do shares. It was just the basic ship info.
Lovely.
Is it on sheet 2?
No.
No, you don't want to see sheet 2.
No, I checked. It's not. So if you look here, you'll see it shows the number of shares, right? So officers, which is what you guys would be, get 8 shares.
Or elite, as they're called.
Yeah, well, no, you're officers.
Oh, elite and
Elite is crew.
Okay, they both. Okay, but
And then you can see total shares.
Is there 100?
Now,
That
if you,
doesn't make sense.
yeah, I get that. There's not 100 shares. So,
Oh, depending on how many people.
yes. So if we go up,
I see it now. I
if
see it now. I see it now.
Did I have it on this one? 'Cause I thought I had one where I had it already built some. Yeah, here we go. It'll just be easier when you actually see the aspect there, right? So we have regular, we have that. And so this should be listing from, oh, right there. So we have who's the captain. So you put in a name.
We'll never have a captain.
Who is the pilot? Who's the engineer? Is there someone on
That's
communications?
the
Is there
pilot,
someone
yeah.
on sensors? Is there someone on computers, weapons, navigation, right?
No, I should not be on sensors.
I get that, but I'm just saying, so if you literally fill it out, right? You have 10 crew that are officers, because these are all named people from the party, right? And then
Right.
how many crew do you have? We'll say you have the 20 ship, right? We're going to give you, for sake of, fun, we're going to make it experienced. And you have 20 max. We'll say you max your aspect out. You have 18. You have 10 currently players, which means you have an additional 10 crew. Okay? That means you have 120 shares right now.
Oh, I see. Okay. It took a second because I'm watching the.
Now, the owner gets 160. The captain gets 80. And there's 560
Oh,
go
I
towards
see.
that. So share value is 4.66 right now. And that's because you already have some profits in here. So if you look, it calculates the profits based on what you have up there.
You've honestly lost me completely.
Okay. Well, you'll see
But it's
here.
okay. I don't. Yeah. No, I don't need to know this.
Okay.
We can figure it out.
But I mean,
because
if you look
I'm
here,
one
you see.
responsible.
Yeah, no, I'm just showing you. You can see here where it's calculating, right, based on all this, how much money was made on the trip, and it's then dividing it by what you have, and saying that each person or each share is going to be 4.6 credits. So you'll know that as a player, right, you're considered an officer, which means you get 8 shares, which means you get
Yeah, that's-
36.8 credits.
Yeah, you just do the calculations then.
Right. And so that's how that works. This calculates out what actually it's worth. Now, that's based off the number of shares versus the value, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're wasting your time right now.
Okay.
I'm getting it to the point where I need to get it, but otherwise, I'm not getting it to the point where I need to do anything about it.
Yeah. It's all good.
That's why I know G3 is going to be like, yeah, when he's feeling better, when he's like up for it, he's going to look through this stuff and be like, all right, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right, G3? Like, come on.
Is he still here? So he was ducking out. No,
left.
he's out.
He's
Yeah.
done. Yeah. But yeah, he'll. I'm sure he'll look at everything that you, as long as you put it all in the drive.
Mm-hmm. So I actually think this might be wrong because it may include because the captain does get an additional share. It's just the other captain. Well, the other captain portion is for upkeep of the ship.
There's no way that we're ever going to like claim a captain. There's no one on that is like that, like leadership.
Oh, we'll have to see how your friend does, but technically it would help if there was, because then it would help direct the party where to go and what to do.
I mean, honestly, both me as a character and H8 both see him as a leader, even though he hasn't really led.
Yeah.
He's kind of, but we've also been doing a lot of research stuff.
Also,
and
check it out.
You know, like,
if you remove the crew and just have the 10 players, each share is worth 7. So it jumps. But yeah, I'm just gonna quickly show you that. But no, I hear what you mean. You kind of see him as the leader, but
we also gotta start, making money before we start hiring people as well.
Right. At the same time, you need to be prepared for it, right?
Well, yeah. The one thing that I'm questioning is GA.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're a kind of independent training of good talent, and they use that good talent to achieve goals of their own. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty basic way of saying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, once we get our new ship here, unless they have a urgent thing they need us to check out, we're kind of on our own doing whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you notice, they gave you that release time. They were planning on letting you kind of do your own thing, but then this issue came up, and so they requested you all because that issue, right?
I get that now. Yeah, I do get that now. Because I thought it was more of a controlling type thing, where it's like, if you're not doing what we're telling you to, you just sit here in this barracks or whatever.
It's more you're part of a guild or organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of more like thinking of it as like an adventurers organization. If you think of like a,
that's what I was making
a guild, right? Where the guild will give you certain requirements at times. At other times, you can just go do whatever it is you need to do.
Right.
But your guild status says that you're part of the guild, which means you have that clout going out. Hey, we're part of the Adventurer Guild. We are, authorized to do this activity.
Hey, no one else is listening but chat. But should I prepare for level 6?
Don't know. Depends on what you divulge.
I'm gonna prepare for level 6 no matter what. So.
You probably need a little more before you get there. But yeah, it never hurts to be prepared anyways. You do.
We had a lot of info that we can bring back to GA.
Part of it depends on how much you divulge, though.
No, because doesn't the box on me record everything?
That's a good question.
What? What do you mean that's a good question? That doesn't make sense. That's how it's always been.
Yes and no.
Oh my god.
If you remember, there was some specific things stated about an issue with the caravan.
No, I'm just saying once we get into,
I know.
then I don't know what you're talking about.
Correct. I gathered that from your reaction. There is some complications in that mix.
We'll get there, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, like it must be.
If we had gotten back to GA tonight, I would have had you roll for it and kind of, we'll see what would happen. But we'll do it next time because of where we're at.
God, I totally have a memory leak, and I don't know what it is. I just noticed it. Shoot. Anyway, yes.
Well, you know,
Get some
that's
sleep.
part of why you're
Try
going to
to
have
get
to
some
roll,
sleep.
is that
Why?
you're going to have to deal with the potential of having a memory leak. You know, it's not surprising that HE has a
Stop
memory.
it, B. Don't do that.
Why? You just said you had a memory leak.
That's fair enough. I was talking out of character.
I know.
Thank you. I know you know, but
But of course, I take it as in character. You know,
No,
I actually did that to someone at a home game. We were at the house playing, and a cat jumps in their lap, and we were in the middle of playing. He's like, I got a cat. Roll for it. What? Roll. Okay, now you have to take care of a cat.
You're so literal, man. You're so literal.
And?
Well, you choose when to be literal. That's the issue.
I mean, I'm often literal.
You are.
So, I mean, the amount of time I'm not literal is very minimal. So, I mean, you kind of know what to expect, I would think.
There is some stuff I'd like to talk to you about off stream as well.
All right, well, I'll wrap up. Thank you all for being here. Be sure to join us next time. It kind of derailed a little bit at the end, but it was kind of bookkeeping stuff we had to do.
It was an off week. It was an
Yeah. So thank you all for being here. Until next time, as always, enjoy the story. Be sure to tune in next time to join us for more crazy fun adventures. Every week, same time, same place. Till next time, as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you all next time.
Peace.